Well, let's go back to '94 and that adulation and your status in the city of Adelaide.
Yeah.
Cornsey all but said that you were as big in Adelaide then as Sir Donald Bradman had been.
Yeah, well, that's probably a bit going over the top about all that sort of thing. So.
Well, you can't get a bigger accolade than that, can you?
Yeah, well,
if
South Australians love their football, so...
Yeah. Did it trouble you, when you were in the street or wherever you went out socially and people wanting to be seen with you or say hello to you, did that trouble you?
I found it hard early. Sometimes they did get into your space a little bit. I know I had a few dramas there, a few times following them following you home from training and then ringing your doorbell at midnight and things like that. But, I mean, these things happen. I mean, I got used to it after a while, so, yeah.
You got used to people ringing your doorbell at midnight, did you?
Yeah, I just disconnected it.
Did you wrestle with the demands of the game at that time? Did you, were they difficult for you? Did you just want to go and play footy and not have to worry about all the other stuff?
Well, I think pretty much, like I said, as it was earlier on, when I was playing country football, which I loved, but I guess the discipline side of it, you got a little bit used to. And don't get me wrong, I was a hard trainer whenever the balls were involved, not so much the sneakers, but yeah. But yeah, I guess I sort of knew in my own mind when I needed a bit of a break.
Yep.
Because I think the most important thing with football, even these days, the guy's got to be hungry to play. Mm-hmm. And if they're not quite hungry, well, you're not quite right, I don't think. So it's always going to be hard to try and get yourself up for a game and, be really passionate and hungry about it. But I always think that you've got to look at yourself before anyone else as far as the way you're playing. But I noticed a few of the other guys, the other players were struggling in that area, and that something had to be done about it. So, yeah, that pretty much took care of itself anyway in '97 when Malcolm came on board. OK, so before that was a bit tedious? It was, and I didn't have a manager at the time, actually, in '95, because Bill was sort of looking after me a little bit, and that's where I think Rex Hunt came in and sort of gave me a little bit of advice on the side there and introduced me to his manager at the time. And he flew over a couple of times and we spoke, but I think he was pretty keen to get me out of the state and move on elsewhere. And that's when the opportunity, even back then in '95, '96, to go away to Brisbane and offering a fair bit of money back then and things like that, but I couldn't come to terms with wanting to leave Adelaide itself as well, so I knocked that one on the head.
So were you close?
Straight away. Oh, not really. I mean, the thought was there and the money they were offering at the time, but I just, at the end of the day, there was sort of a bit of a media hype too about me going somewhere else too, which I pretty much had enough of, so I think I just went in the office and saw Bill and I said, I've had enough of this, where's the contract, and just signed off on it.
Do you feel fulfilled? Given, look, we all regard you as one of the great talents that we've seen play, but no premierships, and we talked about that. Do you feel that you've fulfilled your talent?
I think, like I said, I didn't plan out to go and play AFL football when I was younger, so I think I was pretty lucky. I ended up getting the opportunity late in my career, and I did play 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
10 years of AFL, and I'm pretty happy where I'm at